Sound check, sound check, sound check. Once again, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check. Can you guys hear me? If there's anyone here. Oopsie, excuse me. Three hours. I miss doing the verbs in the chat. Hold on, let me do it. Okay, let me just make sure everything is all okay. Okay. Is anyone in here? Okay. So I don't know if there's anyone watching, but if there is, hi everyone. Hello. I hope you missed me. I missed you guys a lot. Like a lot. When was my last stream? I think it was like a month. Hi Gamer Tank. You're the first one here to comment. Welcome. How have you been? I was saying I missed you guys. I forgot when the last stream was. I think it's well over a month ago. How are you? How have you been? Good to know. Yeah, it's been a while. How have you guys been? Tell me all the dirty details. Tell me. Anywho, yeah, just so for a little bit of context, we are currently hosting a free Pokémon Champions tournament courtesy of my squad, Øutcasts Dominion International. The link to our squad's YouTube channel is in the pinned comment as well as in the description. You might have noticed that I'm not doing a lot in this channel right here. Hello. Hello. Shadow Guard, are you new here or are you someone that I know that you changed your name? It's been a while. I'm so sorry. Anywho, we are hosting a free champions tournament and I am in charge of hosting the live stream for the top cut. As of now, we are holding round 7, the final round of Swiss. And we're getting ready to move on to top cut. 25 out of 40 matches have been completed. So after 15 matches, we're gonna determine who makes it to top 16, and that's what I'll be streaming for you guys. Exciting times, hey! I just realized I had a shiny Holucha in a save file. I accidentally found like a month ago. I was shiny hunting for Holucha for a Mega Holucha. Oh, do you plan to transfer to Champions? Holucha is one of those awesome shinies because it's drastically different from the base form. Shadow Guard, how are you doing today? Do you play competitive Pokemon as well? Gosh, YouTube has changed. I can't see the number of people that are watching at the moment. I guess I could. I guess that's a good thing. You're not always focused on the numbers, right? Hold on, I could open this live stream on my phone so I could see how many people are watching. Open app. In the future, Scraw VGC was doing funny things with sheer cold roleplay. Mr. Ram with a no guard user. Ah, yes, speaking of, Scroll VGC has this fun tournaments that are also breaking records. We're talking like thousands of participants, and I think one of the prizes are like a cruise. Ooh, fun, isn't it?
Rage is temporary. Peace.
Okay, there are 3 people watching at the moment. Scroll VGC's tournament made dual primals a real threat on ladder with Zard Rain. Oh, true. That's correct. Good morning, Joseph. I remember you. It's been a while, but I remember. Okay? I haven't forgotten you yet. Even though it feels like that because of the lack of content here. How have you guys been? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you again. Good morning. Good morning to you guys. It's a real pleasure to see you all. We're just waiting, right? Why don't I let you see my screen? Hold on. Where is the monitor? Filters, properties. Okay. I think I should move this up. Not like this. Can you guys see my screen right now? Okay. This is what it looks like as of the moment. So we are at the final round of Swiss. And we are waiting for 11 matches to finish. We have 35 minutes left. But if they finish early, if the remaining matches finish early, then we don't have to exhume. We don't have to spend the 35 minutes waiting. Gonna leave for a while. Gonna trade for a T-Tar for a Champions really quick. Embracing Sand once again. Blizzard, why love Sun and Rain? I have an idea. Glimora. But T-Tar is good. No. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Tyranitar. But I'm just saying, Glimora is also right there. Nice, me been a very sleepy guy recently. I was a little worried about you. I heard a hurricane was in the... Oh, that's very nice of you. That's correct. A hurricane was in the Philippines. Our area is safe. I can't say the same for the rest of the Philippines. There were some places that got hit really hard. Nestle, I'm watching all ads to support. Thank you, Ate Prof. Ate Prof is our squad co-founder and team manager. Guys, there are 10 matches left. And then we're gonna proceed to Top Cut. Or else I'm using this work account. It's fine. It looks nice. Do you guys want to do something while we're waiting? Hold on. Why don't I battle? Why don't I battle while we're waiting? One ranked battle. Good grief, you're gonna see my team. My non-polished team. You're here to see someone battle, so might as well be me. Okay, hope the areas communities hit by the hurricane are okay and recovering well. That's very thoughtful of you to say. I hope so too. Altaria... What should I use? The Vietnamese top cut. Yeah, I think you need to ready the PayPal. Yeah. Just for context, folks, we have a trophy. We meant to be inclusive, but we're gonna see about the shipping. We really mean to be exclusive. I promise. Okay, so I don't know if this is the entrainment thing. I don't know. Okay, no entrainment. Burns only. Double brick break. Okay, that's okay. You know, I noticed something. I also have this live stream open on my phone, and when the ads are showing, it doesn't interrupt the streaming experience. Heracross used spikes, okay. Ooh, one hit KO. Why did I think King Gambit was gonna survive that? I'm calling it now. You have a better team than I did. I quit Champions 2 days after getting it. Oh, well, that's nice of you to say. Who do I have in the back? Glimora and Sylveon. I'm gonna do a Trick Room. Flamethrower and Trick Room. Ha! Thank you, Burn. He's gonna die. He got a special defense drop. Not that it matters. By the way, folks, this is not Top Cut yet. Round 7 of Swiss is still ongoing, so what you're seeing right now is the team that I'm using. I'm still at Pokeball tier. Don't judge me. Oh, whenever I see Arcanine, I remember Diana. Who's Diana? I'm curious. Oh no, I can Giga Drain. I can actually summon Glimora and do a Psychic. Oh, Arcanine is the last Pokemon. Okay. My Glimora's name is Top Beifong. I am the greatest Earthbender. Yes, the greatest Earthbender. That Top Beifong. Pokemon Horizon Sleek was current. Ah, okay. She has an Arcanine. I'm not watching the anime. Good to know. Arcanine is good. Here's something that you guys might not know. When during the first VGC season for Scarlet and Violet, Arcanine was actually my faves because it fulfilled a role that Incineroar had previously filled. But Incineroar wasn't legal yet, and Arcanine was the closest thing. It's a bulky fire type that has great stats and that could use Intimidate. I love Arcanine. And it's not just me. Arcanine actually became meta around regulation A, B, and C. Around that time frame. Arcanine was great. Oops, I don't mean to continue battling. Hold on. Cancel. I'm still at Pokeball tier. Don't judge me. 34 out of 40 matches are completed. 6 matches to go. Should we do another battle? Yeah, I think. Clean win. True. Let's do another battle. We have 6 matches still ongoing. And by the way, please follow our squad, Øutcasts Dominion International. We focused on Pokemon Unite, but ever since Champions has released on the mobile version, we expanded. Now we do both. Fun, isn't it? Recently reclaimed my veteran rank in Unite. Oh, speaking of, if you would look at Unite API, Feraligatr is actually the top Pokemon in terms of win rate. I imagine that's something you might appreciate. Who's my Pokemon at the back? Oh, actually, I need to chip Meganium. I know, never lost with Feraligatr in rank. That's good to hear. I hope all of us could say that we have a win streak in Unite. But that's not the case. I had a lose streak not too long ago. Hi Noah! I missed you, my dear friend. You've been waiting for this. Did you miss me? Dang! Did they double up? Were we able to get a hit? Oh, they doubled up on Glimora. Okay. I in fact did. How have you been, Noah? Casual or competitive are welcome. That's correct. Here comes Top Beifong. My ancient main in Unite, Buzzwole, has come back to bite me. Is that a good thing? I've been sleeping less. Might go back to sleep to BH. Good luck in the tournament. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to see you here. Oh, that was a crit. We needed that. Now, Meganium, die! I need you to die. Oh gosh, Glimora is still faster. Hello, Camille. How have you been? Die, Meganium. Hey. It's been 3,000 years. I know, right? It's been a while for not streaming. Hi, Justin. Oh my gosh, you're all here. I'm so happy. How have you guys been? We're gonna stream some matches. Some good matches later. Oh my gosh, Rampardos has Blizzard. Fuck, sorry. I could lose. Like low-key. How many turns of Trick Room? I think I want to attack Rampardos. 2 more turns. Let's get rid of Dragonite. Actually, I think Rampardos is the bigger threat. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm kidding. I'm gonna get rid of Dragonite. Because then a Draco Meteor is gonna be on my way. Let's do Stomping Tantrum. Please survive, Garchomp! Oh, fuck. Is Rampardos... Yes, it's supposed to be physical. No! Don't freeze! Hey! And then I could just double protect the following turn. Yes! I'm still in Pokeball tier. Don't judge me, but I feel great. Hey. Let me check how many matches are still ongoing. I'm still stuck at Pokeball tier. There's nothing wrong with being... Guys, we have one more minute. One more match. Okay, enough about me. I'm gonna keep tabs on the Swiss rounds. We have one more match that's ongoing, then we're gonna proceed to Top Cut. Are you guys ready? I'm worth the wait. You're gonna see some awesome battles from Filipino VGC players. Like me. But they're better than me. I'm about to play my first M4 match. Good luck! That blizzard lands twice without snow. True! I'm so glad that Garchomp lived it. Well, number 1, Rampardos isn't a special attacker. And number 2, Garchomp is a bulky Pokemon. I was right to delete that Dragonite because if I did not, the Draco Meteor would have... Like, Garchomp was my win condition, okay? The Draco Meteor would have killed me if I didn't Power Gem the Dragonite. Not good Buzzwole is the reason I quit experimenting with Delmice. Also, for some reason, my rank points were being taken away when I would select a Pokemon. Got really annoyed. Ah, yeah. It sucks, but you need to keep winning for you to not lose points. Folks, let me just refill my water bottle. I'll be right back. BRB. Hi, I have returned. Can you guys still hear me? I think the mesh. Hold on. Excuse me. Not YouTube with the triple ads. I also have this live stream open on my phone. And gosh, YouTube is blasting me with triple ads. How you like that? I'm keeping tabs on the admin dashboard. I'm helping organize the tournament. We still have one match ongoing. Hold on, guys. If I'm unresponsive, I'm speedrunning my dinner because as soon as Top Cut starts, it's on. It's on, boo. And you deserve me fed, you know? Replenish, not hungry. A moment. I'm having pancit, or like noodles, stir-fried noodles. All right, I'm locked in. Ready to go. I'm gonna check my folks at Discord real quick. BRB. Imagine about you're facing Mega Raichu and giving an instant paralyze from the Zap Cannon. You can redirect it or, you know, make a smart switch to a ground type. But you know what? Mega Raichu Y has a lot of utility. It could use Alluring Voice, Grass Knot. What else could it use? Focus Blast. If it's properly supported, it can get away with a lot. You know, it just takes away my points for selecting for Alligator too fast. Really? Oh yes, pancit, but which pancit? Maybe not the instant. Oh no. Not the instant noodles. It's stir fried, like pancit bihon. If you're Filipino, you know. By the way, I don't think I've said this. Happy weekends to everyone who's here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun to PSN and my squad, Øutcasts Dominion International. If you haven't yet. Let me know how I can assist you with anything, okay? We're just here, we're just gonna chill here. And we have a poll question, how's your weekend? I'm happy to learn that 71% of you are having a chill weekend. Let it be that way, okay? Let it stay that way. Okay, folks. Swiss rounds are officially over. We have our top 16. I'm gonna end the round in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End round. Hold on. I'm gonna hop into our help desk real quick. Excuse me. Aloha. Can I end the round? Yeah. How about the TikTok folks? Do you guys want a break? Hold on. Let me go there real quick. Hi, can you guys hear me? Oops. Excuse me. I'm not here yet. Sound check. Can you guys hear me? Hello, I'm already live on YouTube. Do you guys want to proceed right away with Top Cut? I'm like live already. I don't know if proceed. Okay. All right. We can just like consume the 7 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay. All right. True. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, folks. Bye. You guys could join me on the YouTube pod if you want later. All right, bye. Sorry, we have... Oh, hi! What was your name? Anna? Is it Anna? Anna Grant? Welcome! I'm doing a Fire Red in-game trade gift game corner playthrough. I'm going to the US this September and I can't wait to see my plushies Lily from Sun and Moon, Marnie from Sword and Shield, and the Yellow and Ninetales. I almost forgot that you had a beautiful collection. 5-2 but still not in. Hi Jacob! Hello! Yeah, our tournament is like very strict because we would only gather the top 16. So it all boils down to who battles more optimally, who gets cleaner wins, and who gets cleaner sweeps. Hi Shadven, what's up? This is my idea for final team. Nido, Queen, Oma, Star, Dragonite, Jinx, Jolteon, Hitmonchan. Anna, I approve of this because I don't see any type overlap so far. Yeah, no type overlaps so far. I like this team. Are the PGP points still in the same top? Are still the same in the top cut even though the record is the same? I have to get back to you because one of the people who assigns the points, who oversees that, is actually in the competition. I can ask him, but my personal take on it is it should be, because technically you place the same. That's just me though. Yeah, you know what? I should ask them, like, how is the sanctioning process? I don't know if it's a top secret process kind of thing, but I don't know. It might be helpful for us to learn more about it. So you would like to be part of Team Philippines, correct? Please be prepared to buy Switch 2 in case of winds and waves. Oh, Justin, I am preparing. As best as I can. We have 4 minutes left until the Swiss round starts. We want to give like our top 16 a chance to breathe and all. Okay. I can end Swiss round 7, I guess. I'm just gonna let the timer run out. Why is YouTube hitting me with the triple ads? Is mobile allowed on Pokemon Worlds? As far as I know, it's not. That could change. As far as I know, it's not. And not to play devil's advocate, but like it kind of makes sense for Pokemon to do that because, you know, Switch 2 sales, Switch 2 sales. But it would definitely be more inclusive if they allow mobile versions. In Pokemon Unite, I think we have tournament provided devices. They could do the same for VGC. I mean, like, why not? Why do I want to raid a Krispy Kreme donut shop? Because it's delicious. You should do it. But don't steal. Still pay for it. Before my restart, I had Flareon, but Jolteon more useful since my only other electric choice is Electrode. Not to mention Jolteon. I mean, electric types are like generally nice to have in Kanto because the important matches, Elite Four, Lorelei, Lance. There's a lot of water and flying types in the Elite Four. So generally speaking, electric types will give you more bang for your buck. You know, gonna get more mileage out of them. Magikarp was easy, no dragon move. Hey, that's correct. Magikarp is a pushover. Easiest raids. But I'm glad that they still did it. It's gonna be an easy way to farm for for crystals and, you know, goodies. Only evolution that's a waste in this playthrough is a Vaporeon. Sadly. Yeah, Vaporeon, it's more of a defensive Pokemon. Unfortunately. 2 minutes until the top cut starts. Is Switch Lite allowed to in Worlds? I believe so. As long as it's not a mobile version. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. If we have pro players here who have been to Worlds, can you confirm, is Switch Lite allowed? I think one of the arguments regarding banning mobile in Worlds is because of overlay live and calc apps. I'm gonna admit, I don't understand what I just read. But overlay live calc apps does sound important and technical. Maybe they don't want a device issue messing up the live streams or something. Folks, I'll just brush my teeth real quick because I had dinner. I'll be right back. And when I do, Top Cut is gonna start, okay? BRB. I have returned, everyone. I have returned. Let's do this, shall we? Hold on. I'm gonna end this round. And then I'm gonna set up the... hold on, let me talk to my TikTok peeps real quick. Hello. Hello. I will start, okay? I am opening up Top Cut in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Confirm. Start bracket. Alright. The bracket. Mag-i-English ako, okay lang ba yun? Okay lang. Hold on. I'm live on YouTube right now. Guys, is it okay if I join the TikTok folks? Yeah, actually, I don't want to be alone. What was the alternative? Well, originally, I was going to be alone on that YouTube pod on our Discord. But since I'm here, I'm going to stay here. No, we should just take turns talking. Guys, this wasn't part of the plan. Maybe I should just... I think I'm just gonna go to the YouTube pod. I'm not alone. There are people watching me. You guys have a good stream, okay? But the bracketing has started. I'll see you guys. Bye! Hi, Ate Prof. Okay. So, who do we watch? Let me go to the tables real quick. Let's see who's battling. So, John Vincent Salinas is our current front runner. Why don't we watch his match first, huh? Oh, is it already happening? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Is it already happening? How do I... pairings. How do I get the code? Hold on. I'm gonna ask for the code real quick. A moment. Click. Advanced options. Excuse me. Oh shoot. Here, I found it. Okay, I'm currently at the table of John Vincent Salinas and Datu Rojas Mangilan. Gosh, I hope I'm not butchering these names. Datu and John. Okay, but let's just call them that. I'm in this table. I'm waiting for them. So here's what's happening, folks. If you've ever played a competition, the Swiss rounds are timed because a lot of people are playing. We need to be organized and such. But come top cut, the players actually have the luxury of setting their own pace. Like they start when they're ready, something like that. I'm in the match chat and they're not here yet. They might still be like resting or something. But I'll be here. I'll be waiting. And I'm spectating their match. What is the best win-lose guy running? Oh, you're asking for the record. It's at 7-0, undefeated, I believe. Yeah, 7 wins, 0 losses. Impressive, isn't it? Getting tired. I might not be able to stay awake much longer. Joseph, please focus on sleep. Happy weekends. Thank you for being here, okay? Yeah, same for everyone. Happy weekends to everyone who's here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun to PSN and my squad Øutcasts Dominion International. And let's chill. We're getting ready to watch some heated VGC high level battles, okay? What does the comment say? Hold on. I choose Bulbasaur because it's good against both Brock and Misty. Good choice. Good choice. I mean, you can also like have good results even with Charmander and Squirtle. You just have to use a different Pokemon when you face them. But I understand that the starter Pokemon is kind of important and you want to focus on strengthening it. So yeah, Bulbasaur is definitely it definitely makes sense. We're just waiting for John and Datu to start. Once I have the code, I'll enter it here. We're gonna spectate. Okay, while we're waiting, why don't I provide more context about this, about what you're watching right now? Okay, you might be aware of VGC events from what Pokemon is like hosting. NAIC, World Championships, that kind of stuff. In the Philippines, we also have a growing VGC community and we've been here for a while. Pokemon, if you're watching, we exist too. Yeah. Pokemon is huge. Our last Master Ball League, which is like the nationals for determining who gets to participate in the World Championships in the Philippines, we surpassed like previous year numbers by a huge margin. So I'm just saying, if there are any Pokemon officials watching this, we're good. Let's work together, okay? Establish your home base here. There's a lot of good Filipino VGC players, as you're about to see. All right, John is in the chat. We're waiting for Datu to reply. Should I address them by their in-game names? Jebby69 is John and Nanadachi is Datu. Nanadachi, that's fun to say. Not gonna lie, Legendaries are 100% coming to Champions next year. Oh, yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be shocked if it takes longer than that, but next year sounds like a good time frame. What Pokemon are you waiting to come to Champions? With this playthrough, my early game choices are limited. Oh, right. Good point. Okay, I'll stay it for a little longer, then I will fall asleep on my couch again. Get a good pillow, in case you know, get a good pillow. As I was saying, let me explain what you're seeing on the screen. You might see, so this tournament is called HADRØN ENGINE. It's patterned after our squad mascot, which is Miraidon. HADRØN ENGINE is a PGP sanctioned tournament. PGP stands for Pilipinas Got Pokemon. It's the organization. It's like the premier VGC organization in the Philippines. And what this means is, PGP is the one who determines who will become Team Philippines when it's time to compete in the VRWC or Victory Road World Cup. What happens is, on a weekly basis, dedicated players from each team will go against each other. So it's like Philippines versus US, for example. That's gonna happen on a weekly basis, and to be a part of that team, that national team, you need to earn points. PGP, or Pilipinas Got Pokemon, is the one who determines how such points are earned, and this tournament that you're watching right now is PGP sanctioned, meaning just by participating in this tournament, you are giving yourself a chance to be part of the national team. Isn't that awesome? It is awesome. If you would like to know more about us, or you would like more content of what we do, there is a lot to come. So you can follow us at Øutcasts Dominion International. That's our name on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. After Worlds, pretty sure. Yes. Is there regulation MC? MC? MC. Ah, okay. Okay. I see what you mean. So MA, here's what I noticed so far about the regulations. The letters would represent like a change in regulation, right? MA is the first one, and then MA would be the format for multiple seasons. MA like season 1 and season 2, and then right now it's season 3, it's regulation MB. Yes, for sure the answer is yes. It took me a while to process it because, you know, we've been busy for a while. But yes, there would probably be regulation MC. It's the next format. By regulation MC, more Pokemon would be allowed. Do you guys have any guesses as to who might be in regulation MC? Here are my like guesses. Indeedee, Ursaluna, Amoonguss. That's the top 3. How about you guys? Indeedee, Amoonguss, Ursaluna. Both Blood Moon and the regular one. Rillaboom. You know what? Rillaboom does make sense to be added. Yeah, let's add Rillaboom. Or shift to the Dynamax. LOL. Wouldn't that be funny? I think, I don't know about you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. For me, the best gimmick, like in terms of balancing, was Terra. I personally look forward to having terrestrialization as the mechanic. Although I am very curious as to how they would execute it. You guys remember, like one of the first trailers for Pokémon Champions, it was a Terra Water Dondozo against a Mega Charizard X. So if we're going by that logic, it would appear that they would allow 2 gimmicks at a time. But we're gonna see how that's gonna go. That's gonna be chaotic, but fun as well. Cleavor should be in Champions if it's not already, I got. Yeah, isn't Cleavor like one of the Legends Arceus Pokemon? Well, if you come to think of it, not all of the Legends Arceus Pokemon. BRB mag-shower. John, our front runner, wants to take a shower. Okay, this is what I mean by top cut. The players earned like the right to time their matches. Yeah. If you shower, that might wipe away all the bad luck away. Potential misses, crits coming your way. Let's wash them off. If Mega Tatsugiri get... Oh yeah, of course. Why did I not even think of that? The Megas. New Megas coming. Who might they be? Mega Lucario Z, Mega Garchomp Z. Who else is not here yet? Mega... The Ice Dragon? Baxcalibur? Is Baxcalibur in Champions yet? Mega Baxcalibur? Mega Sal... Oh, right. Is Mega Salamence not in Champions yet? Is it not? Golisopod is not in Champions yet, that's correct. Mega Tatsugiri. My money is on the Z's. So Absol Z, Lucario Z, Garchomp Z. Those are my guesses. Absol Z is gonna be dope. It shares the same typing with Sableye. It's only weak to Fairy. You know what? Nah. Floette and Sylveon are still gonna be meta. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. Imagine this. Terra, Fairy, Fluttermane. Together with Eternal Floette. Those two are gonna commit so much war crimes. We love to see it. I am a Fluttermane apologist. Malt, for those of you who don't know, my most favorite, dearest Pokemon ever in Scarlet and Violet was a Fluttermane called Molt. Why? Well, firstly, because it's Pokemon Violet, so I couldn't have gotten her legitimately using my game. So I had a dear friend, Abu. Hi, Abu, if you're watching. Abu traded me the Fluttermane. I named her Molt, and the rest was history. Maybe I will bring Molt to Pokemon Champions. Yeah, I will bring Molt and partner it up with Floette. Imagine this. Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam with Floette. Photosynthesis, Fairy Aura boosted. And then Fairy Pixie Plate boosted. Oh gosh, exciting times. I thought we can't bring Megastone and Terra at the same time. Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot I said that. But if we could, you know, if we could. That's gonna be... If we can't do that, I'll just wait for Xerneas then. Oh, imagine this, guys. Xerneas was not in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for very obvious reasons. Because Miraidon and Miraidon is there. Xerneas would easily take the competition and overshadow them. But imagine this. Xerneas is legal in Pokemon Champions. We have Terastallization on top of Fairy Aura. So you could go offensive with Terra Fairy, Fairy Aura, Xerneas. And then you have Power Herb Geomancy. Or you could do a defensive Terra Ground Xerneas. So you could cover for Steel and Poison types. That's gonna be so fun. Should I just stream another match? I really want to see this match. So our front runner is still showering. Is that TMI? I'm in their match chat. They're still, you know, wiping away the ugly from the Swiss rounds, the bad luck. Add weakness policy. Oh yes. It's going to get worse once restricted come out. Photosynthesis, Choice Specs, Fairy Aura, Moonblast from Fluttermane. Yes. Yes. And also, you know, most likely Xerneas will be a long way before it gets legal. We can do Fluttermane Chi-Yu. Easy peasy. Classic. Oh, and you know what else I'm excited for? Mega Magearna. Oh my gosh. I said this before and I'll say it again. Magearna is my favorite mythical Pokemon. Number 1, Fairy Steel typing. Number 2, Busted ability. Soul Heart. And guys, Magearna just keeps winning. It just keeps winning. The stat spread of Mega Magearna, have you seen it? Hell yeah. You can still do Final Gambit Annihilate with Magearna. And then Fleur Cannon your way to victory. Hey. They're asking like when should they do the matches? Maybe I should just stream another match. What match is going? Hold on, let me see the standings. We're gonna have to come back here because it doesn't seem like they're gonna start anytime soon. Excuse me. Let's take a look at the standings. Why don't we take a look at Kuhn's match? Is it in progress? Oh gosh, it's Kuhn and Logic. I should have watched this match. Hold on. Table 16. I would be in game. Hold on. We have a match to watch. Excuse me. Yes. Have they started? I might be going in mid-battle. Oh, they haven't started. I'm gonna spectate. Here we go! Top 16. I'm joining mid-game. Game 1 is already lapsed. Logic 1. Guys, Kuhn is a former like world's competitor from the Philippines. This is a high-level match. Happy weekends to everyone who's here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun. You are now watching top 16 of the HADRØN ENGINE tournament. I would like to know your thoughts. Who are you betting for? Oh my gosh, that blizzard was so powerful. That's a double KO right there. Mega Zygarde will be terrifying. I agree. But before Mega Zygarde could be terrifying, it has to survive a hit. If Pokemon ever splits the mythicals into restricted and unrestricted for balancing reasons, Magearna should be a restricted dog. Oh, for sure. Here's Charizard, aiming to regain the weather control. There's a good chance that Alolan Ninetales is gonna be switched out because it's not looking good. Actually, Logic is not looking good. In Gengar and Alolan Ninetales not looking good in front of Incineroar and Charizard. Kun is in a strong and commanding position at the moment. How would Logic respond to this? Is this the final Pokemon? I'm coming in like mid-match. Ooh. That was a clean hit on both Pokemon. Who's Gengar gonna target? Oh, they already moved. Yeah, right, because they're faster. Kommo-o the Humble. Have you guys seen what shiny Kommo-o looks like? The scales, bruh. It's so yassified. So Kommo-o is the last Pokemon. Because of how good Charizard's ability is, the good thing is, Charizard doesn't normally carry flying type moves that would hit Kommo-o for super effective damage. However, the stab and sun boosted heat wave / weather balls are still gonna hurt. Hold on, weather ball? If Kommo-o is... Okay, I was gonna say, if Kommo-o is carrying bulletproof, I don't think weather ball is gonna have any effect. But because of the hyper voice threat from Sylveon, a lot of the Kommo-os are carrying soundproof. So as we saw it, yeah, weather ball is safe. And technically, Kommo-o could take down Incineroar, but Charizard is gonna whittle away at it. This Kommo-o has to act fast. Can it use clanging scales? Is this open team sheets or this is open team sheets, but I'm not looking at the team sheets. I should do that. How do I see the team sheets? Hold on. I have to open another tab. Guys, I have one screen. Okay. I have one screen. Forgive me. Hold on. Let me duplicate real quick. I have to work with many tabs. Let's see Logic's team sheet. Okay, I have both of them. The Incineroar was carrying a Pasho Berry. Kommo-o... Let me see. Oh yeah, it does have soundproof. And it has leftovers. So the Kommo-o does have clanging scales. It does have clanging scales. The 2v1 is too much. We're gonna go to a game 3 in our top 16, everyone. Hi, Shiny Arceus. Guys, God has graced us with his presence. Not just God, a shiny God. Hello, Shiny Arceus. How may I serve thou? Oh, by the way, speaking of Kun is hosting Kun Cup 3. So this is a tournament just like the one we're holding right now. It will be on August 9th. I will get the link and post the details here so you guys could check it out and join if you want to. Actually, it's open for Filipinos only, but I don't know how many... Maybe we have Filipinos watching here. I don't know. Let me just conveniently send the link to you. I'ma find it. Okay, I got it. Control C. Live stream, Control V. Folks, if you're interested in joining a VGT tournament that has a free registration and a handsome cash prize, join Kun Cup 3. 10,000 pesos is at stake for the prize pool. The champion of the Kun Cup will get 5,000 Philippine pesos. That's around $100 in the US. Cool, right? Okay, let's take a look. In terms of weather control, I think Charizard has the advantage just because it's slower than Ninetales. Logic is gonna have to be careful with positioning. We have Incineroar and Gengar. Let me check something. This is not your typical Perish song set. It's not a Perish trap team. So at the moment, Charizard is looking good to set up the sun and do a massive heat wave. But there's also a good reason for Charizard to just protect and stall out what Gengar is gonna do. But if Charizard protects, Gengar is gonna have a free turn to use Substitute. But if you're Gengar, you don't actually want to play defensively because Garchomp is looking very good. Even if it's intimidated, the fact that it's carrying a life orb is mitigating that damage. Oh, actually, hold on. This Garchomp is not holding a life orb, it's holding the Rosalie Berry. So the intimidate does matter. An Earthquake Protect is looking good here. Let's see how Kun plays. Afraid to lose Gengar. Kun is going on the offensive with Garchomp, and Incineroar takes a huge amount of damage. I mean, that's 40% after Intimidate. Powerful Heat Wave. No fake out from Incineroar, am I right? No fake outs. Parting Shot from the Charizard to weaken its damage output. Parting Shot would have been nice on the Garchomp, considering Garchomp could hit Gengar, Incineroar, and Kommo-o for super effective damage. Rock Slide is looking real good. I believe Garchomp is faster than both Volcarona and Kommo-o before Clanger is Soul. So a Rock Slide is looking really good. Oh, it shows Earthquake. That's also good. Not risking the Rock Slide miss. Kun is hoping to do as much damage to the Kommo-o as possible because that's gonna be a late game problem if it doesn't take care of it right away. Flamethrower going for the Charizard. I think Garchomp is actually the bigger threat here. The sooner you could eliminate it, the better, because it could hit all of your Pokemon that's been revealed so far. Garchomp is the bigger threat at the moment. Volcarona going for the Protect. And Charizard, what is Charizard gonna do? Another Earthquake that should take out the Kommo-o. Alright, because of the Rosalie Berry, Garchomp is not suffering from Life Orb Recoil and it's free to spam more moves, albeit with less damage because of the Intimidate. Another Intimidate is on its way with Incineroar. Alright. What is Kun gonna do? Gengar could Mega and outspeed the Garchomp, and get it over with. Kun might be anticipating this and swap out Garchomp, it being intimidated already. Let's see what Kun does. But there's a good chance. Oh, hold on. I think... Is Kun like in his... No, these are the leads. Kun has yet to reveal his last two Pokemon. Floette has been revealed. Kun did a smart job preserving the weather control because Alola Ninetales hasn't been revealed yet, technically, if Logic did decide to bring it. He's saving Charizard to still get some form of weather control in the late game. Good job from Logic getting rid of that pesky Garchomp. Hi, Bello! Happy weekends! This is what I've been up to, Bello. Thank you for your patience. I meant to do the Blueberry Academy tasks with you yesterday, but you messaged at around like what, 3 a.m. your time? So I didn't bother you. You might be sleeping. But anywho, happy weekends to everyone who's here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun, both to PSN and my squad, Øutcasts Dominion International. This tournament, the HADRØN ENGINE tournament, is sanctioned by PGP or Philippines Got Pokemon. Participants, just by joining, gives themselves a chance to be part of Team Philippines in the upcoming 2026 VRWC or Victory Road World Cup. Alright, we got speed control coming from the Whimsicott. Kun is in a strong position in terms of speed control, but will it be enough? Sunlight is up. Let me check something. Whimsicott does not have access to sunny days, so Charizard has to manually switch in and out if he wants to reset the weather. Garchomp has been knocked out, I believe. Oh no! If Kun doesn't have... Kun is down to his last two Pokemon, so he doesn't have a way to change the weather anymore if Alola Ninetales was brought. But it does... Alola 9, it doesn't matter because from what I can see here, Gengar and Incineroar is also the last two Pokemon. Tailwind was set up, and right now Kun is looking very good here. Very good position. The biggest threat is damage because Charizard can't take any more damage. Kun has the speed control, but the power is not enough. I am trying to make the Pokemon in advance. Yes, Ate Prof, go. I got a shiny Lapras and Blueberry. Oh, wow! How long did it took you to get it? There is encore pressure for the Gengar. If it decides to play defensively, there is encore pressure. Charizard's best hope right now is to land the Heat Waves and double up on the Gengar. But Incineroar is also looking... Alright, Incineroar is out. Heat Wave. Single target Heat Wave does the trick. Good job, Kun. Guys, here's a fun fact. Logic actually won Kun Cup 2. Remember the tournament that we're promoting? Kun Cup 3? So Logic was part of Kun Cup 2 and he actually won the entire thing. So it's is there a word to describe this? Poetic? I don't know. I'm not sure how to describe it. But congratulations, Kun. You are proceeding to the next round. Good job, Logic. Kun is reminding everyone why he is Kun. Thank you for the good match. Let me see our other tables if they've started. Let me see. Excuse me. Duplicate tab. When I get the money, one of the things I'll buy, aside from the Nintendo Switch, is another monitor. I need another monitor, folks. Okay, we have another top 16 match that's ongoing. Let's take a look. Pairings. Okay, let's enter our room ID 2002 1054. Game 1 is over. Here we go. This is Datu versus John. Oh, we got here just in time, just before the match started. Okay. Who are you guys betting for? Imagine about the Stellar Terra Fluttermane against 7-star Magikarp. That's overkill, but not really. Go off, Fluttermane. Go off. We have Goldengo and Tyranitar versus Frostlass and Serena. Tyranitar and Goldengo could do a double protect. Actually, it's possible that the weather setters could do a double protect just to scout what the other one is gonna do. You want to be able to have weather control, and right now Tyranitar is looking good in terms of weather control because it's naturally slower than Mega Frostlass, and it could also hit Frostlass for super effective damage. But Serena is threatening Tyranitar with a high jump kick and the drop kick, so Tyranitar isn't really free either. From a lead perspective, John, our front runner, is looking good. Being the faster Pokemon, going for that Shadow Ball, good play. Power Whip. And the Shadow Ball in return. That KO's Frostlass is not as... Oh, but the Shadow Ball is disabled by the Curse Body. Well, to be fair, we don't really need Shadow Ball at the moment because Frostlass is taken care of. So that's not a bad trade. Nanadachi would still have to worry about Make It Rain, and there's no terastallization that could save this Goldengo. It is threatened with Sucker Punch. I'm gonna take a look at the team list real quick. King Gambit is also threatening the Tyranitar with a low kick. Make It Rain. Here comes the Make It Rain. Goldengo is still not safe from Sucker Punch. It has the Life Orb and it's not looking good. There is a good chance that Goldengo will be switched out, but it doesn't because Kowtow Cleave takes it down. A very dominating KO. Good job. It's Kinger. Yes. Here comes Excadrill. Staraptor. The Intimidate is going to activate Defiant. Let's see how Nanadashi responds. Staraptor is looking really good in front of King Gambit and Serena. So, however, he can't actually ignore Serena because Serena can use Triple Axle. There's a good chance that Staraptor is gonna go after the Serena because of Triple Axle. Either way, going offensive or defensive is gonna be great. Staraptor is really looking really good with the matchups. It hits King Gambit, Serena, and Sneasler for super effective damage. It just wasn't led because of the King Gambit, but it's in a good position right now. Mega Staraptor contrary in close combat. Focus Sash is activated, but the Sandstorm takes it down by the end of the turn. Sneasler wouldn't have done anything. That is not a trade you want to see. Sneasler is supposed to be your glass cannon that gets KO or at least good damage. That is not what you want to see in a Sneasler. On the bright side, you have your King Gambit, but the Defiant boosts were invalidated because of that switch. And King Gambit is not looking good in front of Staraptor and Excadrill. I didn't know Roost can lose her flying typing, that's correct. Because you lower yourself to the ground to roost. So you're not flying type for that turn. High horsepower to the King Gambit. KOs it without problem. What is Serena gonna do? Is it even gonna have a chance? Mega Staraptor is faster. Comes in with a close combat and takes down Serena. Nice and easy. A commanding victory for Jebby. Alright, we're gonna have game 3. I believe. Hold on. Let me check. Yes, we are going for a game 3. Or was that game 3? No. We're gonna have a game 3 still. This is the problem when... Maybe I should go for... Whose viewpoint? Let's go with this viewpoint. Alright, this is game 3 for the top 16. Let's go! Mega Staraptor is looking real good against 3 of Nanadachi's Pokemon. I believe the leads, the positioning, the Pokemon choices were on point. That would explain the commanding victory earlier. And if you look at the other way around, we do have answers. Mega Frostlass is looking good for Mega Staraptor and Sinistra. However, it's also vulnerable against them. So it's more of 50-50. Mega Frostlass, while good, must also be careful not to die easily. Hi Pedro, how are you? Happy weekends. How have you been? Here comes Tyranitar and Excadrill. And Sneasler and Frostlass is the lead. This is a better lead, I would say. There is fake out pressure. I wonder what Jebby is going to do. It makes sense to double protect for now, but that means if they double protect, Frostlass is gonna have a free turn to set up Aurora Veil. And Tyranitar, it could technically Mega and then protect. Okay, it doesn't protect, it switches out. That's more safe. That's a nice switch because a close combat might be going into either slot. That was a good switch into Goldengo. Now Goldengo is looking good in front of these two. Sneasler cannot touch Goldengo with both of its stabs, and it has fake out immunity. That's a free Aurora Veil. Oh, but it actually goes for a Blizzard. Does it freeze? It does not get a freeze. Alright, so far so good. But then, Tyranitar could easily switch back in and regain control of the weather. A proper close combat prediction could make a huge difference in this round. You could close combat the Goldengo slot, hoping for a Tyranitar switch in. But you could just close combat the Excadrill spot too. Either slot is promising. If you're aggressive, Goldengo. If you want it safe, go for Excadrill. The Sneasler has Sash, remember, so it can't be KO'd by an Earthquake or a high horsepower, rather. There's the close combat. That was an accurate read. It also has the Focus Sash, so it didn't die right away, but because it doesn't have the Sandstorm, Mega Frostlass is faster. And the Blizzard takes it out. That was a good turn. Like, type-wise, matchup-wise, the Mega Frostlass team seems to be at a disadvantage, but that was well managed. Although the Make It Rain makes it a comeback. Double KO, no Aurora Veil in sight. But because of the Focus Sash, the Sneasler hangs on. The revenge kill by this Goldengo. Now that Mega Frostlass is out, they have no way of regaining the weather control. Here comes King Gambit. King Gambit threatening Tyranitar with a low kick, and Tyranitar with low kick itself also threatening the King Gambit. King Gambit has the Chople Berry though, so it could play aggressively if it wants to in this turn. But that means it's gonna have to attack the Tyranitar and not the Goldengo. And Sneasler can touch the Goldengo. But then again, you can just close combat the Tyranitar. Actually, it could protect so that Sneasler would go down. Double protect. Alright. Tyranitar is faster than King Gambit, or we don't know how this is trained, but minus EV differences, we would presume that Tyranitar is faster, and low kick from this King Gambit would be threatening, but also Serena is here. Remember, Serena has high jump kick. Serena is also holding the wide lens, which would increase the accuracy, so Tyranitar is not in a good spot. Nanabi, what was the name? Excuse me. Nanadachi, sorry. Nanadachi is still looking good in this position. Goldengo is a sucker punch away from being KO'd. And Tyranitar is not happy to be in front of Serena and a King Gambit with fighting type moves. We're gonna see how it goes. Low kick into the King Gambit. It would most likely survive because of the Chople Berry. There you go. High jump kick lands into Tyranitar, KOs it, without any problems, and we'll see what the Golden Go at -2 with a life orb. Will it be able to do enough damage to take down both Pokemon? It's not even with the life orb. And it's Kowtow Cleave range. I think this is it. There you go, Golden Go goes down. How can I join online tournaments? Can someone explain? I'm sorry, I just read this. There is a website called Limitless. You can register there. If you would look in our chat, there is a tournament, but it's reserved for Filipinos only. You could make a Limitless account, and you can filter tournaments there. Once again, the Staraptor makes a great endgame appearance. It's looking good against both King Gambit and Serena. If Serena could land a triple axle, we might have a chance. King Gambit is looking good to do a sucker punch with the Defiant boost, especially. Staraptor is definitely not going to do a defensive play here. It has to go, but because of the recoil, it is within sucker punch range. Now it's gonna be a sucker punch endgame. Will it roost? Oh, but King Gambit could just protect and Staraptor would go down. It could roost. Here's what's gonna happen. They could either... There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Not giving the Staraptor any chance to heal itself, going for the sucker punch and paying off. Congratulations to Jebby. Sorry, congratulations to Nanadachi. That was a great game. Oh my gosh. Whew. Well played. Well played. What do you guys think of the matches so far? Intense? Alright, let's see who else is playing at the moment. Okay, we are now at top 8, folks. Top 8. Let's see it. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. Right now, Kun is leading. The top 1 to 4 is sharing the same record of 7-1. 7 wins, 1 losses. Let's watch Futures. Futures match. It's gonna be Future against our Vietnamese player Nguyen Mon. Let me go to that table. Do we have a code already? Oh wait, the code is yet to start. We're waiting for a code. We got here right on time. We got here right on time. Happy weekends to everyone who's here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun, both to PSN and our squad, Øutcasts Dominion International. The Hadron Engine Tournament is sanctioned by PGP, or Pilipinas Got Pokemon. And players who join here have a chance to be included in Team Philippines for the upcoming 2026 VRWC, or Victory Road World Cup. Oh wait, we have a code. Gosh, what am I waiting for? I hope I'm not too late. Hold on. Let's spectate. I'm probably gonna be coming in mid-match. Oh my gosh, the final standoff. It's Delphox versus Delphox. What's happening? Which Delphox are you betting on? I do have two other Pokemon, but they both are going for trades when I get to their areas. Alright, I wish you luck with that. We have Incineroar and Sneasler as the other Pokemon. Let me check their team sheets real quick. The Incineroar on Gwen's side is running the careful nature, while the Incineroar on Future's side is also running the careful nature as well. Is that the common nature for Incineroars nowadays? I remember running Brave Incineroar a while back. We're just doing damage control by cycling rotations. Punishing the Incineroar switches by bringing out King Gambit. That is a good choice. But Garchomp is looking good in front of King Gambit and Incineroar. Whittling out the poison. An Earthquake is looking really good. But then again, Delphox is not safe because it is at Sucker Punch range. Delphox could go for a Nasty Plot though. A Nasty Plot Earthquake is looking really good in this turn for Nguyen. What are they gonna do? Sucker Punch? No Sucker Punch. It's a Nasty Plot, isn't it? The Garchomp moves first. There's the Nasty Plot. Delphox could go for a Protect and take down the King Gambit. And the Delphox from Future side could take the Garchomp down with Psychic. But then again, would it kill the Garchomp? Because it's still at full health. Garchomp is also running the Choice Scarf. Here comes Incineroar, weakening the damage output. Garchomp here with another Earthquake. Incineroar looking good to take it because of the Intimidates. But it's not enough to survive. It goes down. No more Intimidate cycling for Future. Here's another nasty plot. A response from Delphox. A heatwave single target nasty plot boosted. Even with the resistance, the opposing Mega Delphox cannot stand a chance. Good job, Nguyen. We're going to a game 2. Okay, now we can actually witness a proper match between these two. We have Mirrors with Delphox Incineroar. And Sneasler's. And Sinischus. This is almost a mirror match. The difference between King Gambit and Garchomp. We have a Sneasler and Delphox lead, with an Incineroar and Delphox lead. Intimidate, lowering the stats. Sneasler is holding the Focus Sash and it has Poison Touch, so Unburden is not gonna be a factor here. That is, however, not looking good in front of the Incineroar and the Delphox with Fake Out pressure. There's a good chance Sneasler is going to play defensively. And there's also a good chance that either of the Delphox or both of them are gonna set up a nasty plot. But the opposing Delphox can't do that because of the Incineroar. What will Incineroar do is the question. Because of the Intimidate, it might not be within close combat range. Afraid of the Dark type move, it switches out for Incineroar, weakening the opposing Incineroar. And now, all of a sudden, Delphox isn't looking too good. Does it go for a Psychic? We're gonna see. Goes for a Fake Out. No nasty plots here. In the next turn, it's gonna have Fake Out pressure. Alright. Darkest Lariat connects but does not do a lot of damage. The question is, what's Sneasler gonna do? It's not faster than Mega Delphox because it doesn't have Unburden. It doesn't have a way of outspeeding Mega Delphox. Fake Out onto the opposing Incineroar. Sneasler is not looking good in this position. So it's interesting that both Sneaslers are running Focus Sash and Poison Touch. And Burden is not gonna be like an issue. Here we are with the Intimidate cycling. That's what's taking a while. Parting shot towards the opposing Sneasler. Here's King Gambit. We have Dark, Fighting, and Psychic. It's like the Fire, Water, Grass core, but a different dynamic that's interacting here in this matchup. Whoever moves first, whoever calls it correctly, it's like a game of rock, paper, scissors. Who gets it right? We're about to find out. Who gets it right? Fake out onto opposing Sneasler to protect the King Gambit. And what's Delphox going for? A Heat Wave right into the King Gambit switch. It survives. The Delphox is still not looking good. A Kowtow Cleave towards the Delphox side. Gets taken down. Commend on the EV training for Future's King Gambit. It was also fortunate to not receive a burn from that Heat Wave. But now in this turn, both of Future's Pokemon are at low health, and Garchomp is looking good into both of these Pokemon. A well-timed Earthquake could be the end of it, but we'll see what happens. Garchomp is looking very healthy, as well as the Sneasler. Here is the Intimidate cycling. Here's where Future's team shines. Because of King Gambit, he's able to prevent like the pivots and switches from Incineroar, from opposing Incineroar, because of Defiant. Yes, King Gambit is not able to do much to Garchomp and Sneasler right away because it could move before Sneasler, and it moves after Sneasler and Garchomp. But at the same time, it forces Incineroar out of play. It can't cycle as much as it wants. So Nguyen has lesser flexibility in terms of pivots. And that's not good, because at a certain point, the Pokemon becomes too weak to take an attack. He can't afford to make switches. That's why he needs to play offensively here. Here with the Garchomp switch out. With another Intimidate. That is a risk they're willing to take. Will it be enough? Fake out towards the Sneasler. Are we seeing a Kowtow Cleave? No, a Kowtow Cleave might have done it. But then again, Sneasler is within Sucker Punch range. But Sneasler could protect. There is fake out pressure from the Incineroar that had just switched in. A fake out and close combat onto Future's Incineroar sounds probable, but we are going to switch it out to reset those Intimidate drops, and Garchomp is back looking better than ever in front of these two Pokemon. This is Choice Scarf Garchomp, so if it locks into Earthquake, even a Sneasler on the switch-in would be affected. But he definitely has to lock into Earthquake. He could lock into Stomping Tantrum though. He has Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum is actually looking better to lock into. considering the Pokemon that he has is also weak to ground. Sucker Punch coming in for the Garchomp, doing over 50% damage. Rough Skin, not enough to knock it out. Locks into right, Rock Slide. It goes down, Kingambit. The Incineroar could take down the Garchomp and have a major threat go down. Will it go for the Garchomp? Parting shot towards the opposing Incineroar. Garchomp is currently locked into Rock Slide, so no Earthquakes. But there is a flinch chance. This is Adamant Scarf Garchomp. When it's locking in for the flinches, fake out pressure is apparent. They can still do a switch for the fake out pressure. That is a good intimidate from the opposing, from Future's Incineroar. Garchomp can protect. There you go. We have Incineroar and Garchomp. If I was Garchomp, Rock Slide is looking real good. But Future is banking on a Rock Slide miss. A miss on either one or both is what he needs to still be in this game. If you guys know your speed calculations, let me know if Scarf Adamant Garchomp is enough to outspeed Mega Delphox. Mega Delphox is also one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. But I believe it depends on how they're trained. Rock Slide. Alright. What did Incineroar go for? Darkest Lariat onto the Delphox switch. And it connects. Again, Future is hoping for a miss. Sneasler against the world. But if it hits Garchomp, it's gonna go down to Rough Skin. The best case scenario for Future here is a Rock Slide miss. 2 Rock Slide misses. And it's not gonna happen. That's the only way out. Congratulations, Gwen. And good job, Future. That was a very stressful game. A lot of rock, paper, scissors situation. Almost mirror match. The positioning and the switching. Very crucial. Good job to our contestants. Let's see if there's another match ongoing. Let's see the standings. As of now, Kun and Gio is leading. Maybe I should visit their table. Hold on. folks, we have top 4 waiting for us. We are still waiting as to the victor of that of the other match. We have another match going on. Hold on, excuse me. Let's take a look at Gio's match, I guess, because we've already featured Kun and Nguyen just now, but we haven't had a chance to feature Gio. Let's take a look at their table next. Actually, hold on. Table 8, are they almost done? Table 8 is at game 3. They're wrapping up. Let's take a look at the other table first. Hold on. Seven one one six 5471. Kwanzi, okay, interesting. Kwanzi joined an internal tournament that we held as a practice for this tournament, and he actually won that. He made it so far. That's impressive. How to participate. Hello, Dev. Happy weekends to you. Do you have a Limitless account? You need a Limitless account to participate in tournaments like these. We have a Kun Cup that's open for Filipino players. You can check that. Okay, this is game 3. Nanadachi versus Kwanzi. We have Sneasler and Frostlast versus Basculegion and Whimsicott. I'm gonna take a look at their team sheets for a bit. Give me a moment. The struggles of having one screen only. Alright, I have the team lists in front of me. Whimsicott is running Encore, so there is Encore pressure for defensive play. Frostlast can't just set up on Aurora Veil, it does go for a Blizzard. Because of the snow, it has a little bit more confidence in surviving the Sucker Punches from the King Gambit. And Sneasler is caught in a King Gambit switch. The Dark Claw was no effect. Perfect switching from Kwanzi. That was well played. That turn was well played. I'm only missing one evolution in my SP. Sylveon? Sylveon didn't exist yet in Fire Red and Leaf Green, correct? Oh, Shining Pearl, Shining Pearl. Is that Shining Pearl? Blizzard hits the Whimsicott. Brings it down to its Focus Sash. What is King Gambit gonna do? Is that a Kowtow Cleave? It is a Kowtow Cleave. Will the snow be able to save it? It does not. It is not enough. That is the power of King Gambit. That is Chocoberry King Gambit. Even in snow, Frostlass goes down. Well, Frostlass is not bulky to begin with. Glaceon. Oh, you're missing Glaceon. Okay. Right. Correct. How about Sylveon? Is Sylveon in the game? Protect from the Whimsicott, trying to conserve as much as possible. The Whimsicott is not looking good in front of Sneasler and King Gambit. And at the same time, King Gambit can't do much against Sneasler and the opposing King Gambit. In terms of matchups, Quanxi is not in a good position here. We'll see if Nanadachi can turn this around. Who are you guys rooting for? Oh, Sylveon isn't in the game. Right. Okay, got it. Happy weekends to everyone who's here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun. Both to PSN and my squad, Øutcasts Dominion International, for more Pokemon content. HADRØN ENGINE is a PGP-sanctioned Pokemon. Philippines got Pokemon. Which means players who participate are eligible for points based on their placement for the Victory Road World Cup 2026 Team Philippines. Hey. Again, if you just got here, to the 12 people who are watching, happy weekends to all of you. I hope you're having a wonderful, restful Sunday, chilling, watching us. Fairy is not a type that you want to have against Sneasler and King Gambit. Can Quanxi turn this around? We're gonna see. We have speed control. We do have speed control. But is it enough? Kowtow Cleave. Snow has stopped. King Gambit cannot be locked into Kowtow Cleave because of the dark typing, therefore Encore is not an option. There is still Sucker Punch pressure from the for the Whimsicott. Quanxi is hoping for good damage. Sneasler is probably within Dazzling Gleam range, but the problem is King Gambit. King Gambit is the bigger threat. Moonblast onto the Sneasler. Light of Ruin, is it gonna be enough? Or is this King Gambit trained to survive it? Light of Ruin KOs it. Is that a crit? It's not a crit. King Gambit was not trained to take a Light of Ruin from Floette. Now, we still have Tailwind from Whimsicott, and Sneasler cannot live a hit from Floette because it's single target, even if it's Dazzling Gleam. Good job, Fairy power representation. That was a good comeback from Quancy. All right. That was game 3. Congratulations. We are gonna have Geo versus Quancy in top 4. Let's enter the room ID. See if they have a code already. Hold on. Give me a moment. We are top 4. Moving on to top 4, everyone. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go to their table. Thank God you won. Alright, we're gonna feature Gio's match. I haven't featured him on the stream yet. Gio, if you're watching, now's your time to shine. He goes by Geodude, if I'm not mistaken. His in-game name. That's fun. That's fun to say, Geodude. Alright, they're setting up. Kun and Nguyen should have been battling at this point, but I want to see this match. We're gonna see either one of Kun or Nguyen in the finals. Who will it be? That's a surprise for later. Right now, we're gonna figure out who their opponent is gonna be after we determine the winner of this match. While we're waiting, let me recall. I think the highest I've ever placed in a tournament was with Sketch Academy. I got top 3. And in top cut, you're either really motivated or really exhausted. Based on how their conversation is going, I'm gonna say that these two gentlemen are okay. We're up for a treat. They don't sound tired. We're gonna see. I look forward to this match. Okay, we have a code. Hold on. Everybody shut up, even though no one's talking. Honestly, my Espeon didn't even give what's her name's Lucario a chance on once I Limitless down. Oh, okay, nice. Vaporeon can use ice moves as well. That's correct. Good coverage for grass types. Happy weekends to the 9 people who are here. Consider subscribing to both PSN and our squad, Øutcasts Dominion International. The HADRØN ENGINE tournament is a PGP sanctioned tournament. Philippines got Pokemon, which means participants have a chance to earn points for the Victory Road World Cup or VRWC 2026 Team Philippines. Let's go. Okay, as a little prize for the people who are here at the moment. A lot of our contestants, some of our contestants are also guest coaches for the squad. What do I mean by that? They are top VGC players in the Philippines. We have watched one of them battle earlier, Future. Future was actually part of the 2024 Team Philippines for Victory Road World Cup. But long story short, our squad has been able to get a one-on-one interview, Q&A, live Q&A with these amazing trainers. And after the tournament, we're gonna work to have those interviews edited for YouTube. So that's something to look forward to. I don't think, we have existing VGC podcasts, but what we have planned is something special. I think that's something you guys would appreciate. If you're a VGC player looking to get good information as to how to become a better player. So that's in the works. Look forward to it. Oops, let me spectate. Let me not... Yeah. Oops. Gosh, I've been yapping. Perish song has been used by the Gengar. Let me load their team sheets real quick. A moment. Encore. It's Gengar. Low kick into the King Gambit. There is encore pressure for our Chaludon as well. What is Geo gonna switch in? It's locked into Perish Song. Encore from Whimsicott is really troublesome. What's he gonna do? Let's see. We have Politoad. The Dragonite from Quansi's side is actually physical set. It's not Mega Dragonite, so it doesn't have Hurricane pressure. Perish counter is still running. So we have a double Perish Song threat from Geo. Archaludon with the rain conveniently switches in, and now it's free to do electro shots. Archaludon is so tanky, look at that. Archaludon's body press being removed is a huge nerf, especially looking at this now. Because a body press would be nice to have, even if it's resisted because of the +2 defense boosts. But let's not talk about what's not here. Perish Song does its trick, takes out both Dragonite and Whimsicott. And even with the encore pressure from earlier, Geo manages to make his way. Now all that's left is Floette and Basculegion in the rain. Basculegion can do a last respect into either side and deal a lot of damage. Perish Song is also a possible choice for Politoed. This is Scarf Basculegion, so most likely it's gonna lock into last respects and let the other Pokemon go down. Between the two, our Chaladon is definitely the bigger threat, but it's at +2 now. I think that's still gonna be enough to take it down, considering how low health of it. How low health it is. Last respects for the Politoed, not wanting to be in that Perish Song trap. Dazzling Gleam, a single target Dazzling Gleam is more than enough to KO the Archaladon, and now all that's left is Gengar. It's Gengar against the world. This is Choice Scarf Adaptability Basculegion. Will it be enough to outspeed? Mega Gengar is one of the fastest Pokemon in the format. We're gonna see if it's enough. This is Jolly Nature Choice Scarf Adaptability Basculegion. Last respects goes first and Gengar goes down. That's good information going to the next game. All right. Basculegion, from what I remember, it just juggles with Scarf and Mystic Water, and sometimes Focus Sash with its held items. Focus Sash has come and gone and then went back with a vengeance because of the Pokemon that is currently in the metagame. Fast Glass Cannons. And it's paying off. Alright, here we go. This is game 2. We have Dragonite and Whimsicott against Gengar and Vivillon. How do you say that? Vivillon? Vivillon. 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 I think the anime mentioned it as Vivillon. Let's call her that. The Vivillon has compound eyes, so the Hurricane Sleep Powders should have increased accuracy. The question is, how much can Vivillon actually do before it goes down, as frail as it is? Dragon Claw going into Gengar. Planning to preserve Vivian, he brings out Archaludon, expecting an extreme speed or a Dragon Claw. That way, that is an extreme speed that Archaludon gladly takes. We now have a stamina boost, and Whimsicott is likely to double up in that slot. A nice switch in, but that's also quite a lot of damage. Whimsicott could go for speed control, and Dragonite could land a free hit into the Gengar. Let's see how Geo responds. If you just got here, happy weekends! Happy weekends to the 13 people who are here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun. It goes to PSN and my squad, Øutcasts Dominion International. And if you like watching VGC tournaments, there is a Kun Cup 3 on August 9th, and Kun himself, yes, the organizer of the tournament, is part of this tournament. Maybe we could have like a few words from Kun later, so he can tell us more about the tournament personally. Electro Shot going into the Whimsicott. Being a resisted hit, it doesn't matter because of the +1 special attack. Archaludon recovers HP. I forgot about that part. You think Archaludon is about to go down, but wait, we have leftovers. Here comes Floette. Perish Song is looking good here. But then again, Dragonite and Floette could just double up on the Politoed before it could do anything. But if it does that, that would mean Archaludon is free to do a Flash Cannon onto that Floette side to eliminate any pressure. Floette is definitely the bigger threat. It's received some stamina boosts, so Dragonite is not threatening it anytime soon, barring a crit. There's a good chance that Archaludon is gonna go for Floette. But how would Quanxi respond? Protecting the Archaludon, that is a win condition, understandable. Protecting the Politoed, also a probable win condition with Perish Song. Dazzling Gleam. Now Floette could protect in the following turn. But that would mean if Floette protects, then Politoed gets a free Perish Song. Quanxi is in a lot of pressure to do a lot of damage to both of his opponents. Is Floette's Fairy Aura sufficient? Is the question. Moonblast towards the Archaludon. It takes it down before it could attack. That was a crit. That may or may not have mattered given Floette's stats. But the important thing for Quanxi is Archaludon is down. And now it's a Perish Song endgame. Will Quanxi be able to survive the double Perish Song assault? I now have the third team member. My Magikarp will soon evolve. Oh, congratulations, Anna. Congratulations. Isn't it so convenient for Magikarp nowadays? In mainline games, the EXP share is automatically turned on. But for earlier generations, you have to manually swap it out while holding out the EXP share if you want to get more experience. To be a Magikarp nowadays. There's the Perish counter. Tailwind is out. Gengar is the fastest Pokemon in the field. It could Sludge Bomb Floette. Or do a Perish song and switch out Politoed. No, it doesn't need to. It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to. Sludge Bomb onto Floette, is that enough? Floette survives. And the response, a Dazzling Gleam. Will it be enough to take down? It's enough to take down Politoed, but not Gengar. Dragonite will probably wrap it up with a Dragon Claw. And Gengar goes down. The rain has stopped. But it's still well played because all Geo has to do is protect Vivian the following turn. And both of them would faint. Good positioning from Geo. Perish teams are hard to execute, and Geo does it so wonderfully. Hold on. We're not out of the woods yet. Basculegion says hi. This is Scarf Basculegion. Vivian is holding the focus sash. It's Vivian against the world. Poor thing. Dragonite has extreme speed. This is it for the poor butterfly. That's not even gonna matter. Good job, Quancy. That was a clean win. Congratulations! From winning the Øutcasts Dominion International's practice tournament to becoming a finalist in HADRØN ENGINE. What a character development. We love to see it. We love to see it. Are you guys ready for the finals? Who made it to the finals? Let's see. There should be a result now. Hold on, let me refresh. Oh my gosh. For the finals, it's none other than Kun. Yes, the organizer of the Kun Cup versus Quancy. You know, just by achieving this far, I would give Quancy the most improved medal if I could. Now, I'm gonna give Quancy the most improved medal. What an honor to face Kun, a former world's competitor, in the finals. And Kun is not wasting any time. We have a code already. Oh my gosh. They're asking for a break. Yeah, take a breath. Breathe. Whew, finals. It all boils down to this, everyone. Happy weekends to everyone who's here. Let's have a 5-minute break. Get your water, go to the bathroom, whatever you need. Whew. Congratulations, everyone. Good job. Oh, you have a female Magikarp. Could you remind me or anyone in the comments what gender Magikarp would have colored whiskers and Gyarados? I know when it evolves, it could have blue or white whiskers. Which one is male and which one is female? Do you know? I like the colored whiskers better. As soon as I need to Viaro Long City, I'll have Farfetch. Vermilion City. I'm gonna refill my water. BRB. Hi, I'm back, everyone. They are still on a water break. Okay. We are good to go. Good to go indeed. Folks, while we're waiting, let me take this moment to say thank you to our hardworking squad members Kat, Arkmila, the admin, Prof, Hadron, Ate Prof, Nescream, everyone. There is a lot of you at the moment. Shira, Hanukkah, Noreen. Forgive me if I miss out on some of the names, but I would not have been able to pull this off. Øutcasts Dominion International would not have been able to pull this off without you folks. Thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Here we go. Are you guys ready? This is the finals. It's Coon versus Quancy. We have Whimsicott, Basculegion, Incineroar, Floette, Garchomp, and Charizard against Whimsicott, King Gambit, Floette, Dragonite, Arcanine, and Basculegion. There's a lot of mirror matches that could go here, but let's see. Arcanine is looking really good. Did you guys know that despite having so many weaknesses, Arcanine, Hisui and Arcanine specifically, it still wins tournaments? Will that streak continue? You might think because it's quad weak to water and ground that it's hard to use, but look at us. We're in the finals with the Hisui and Arcanine. Let's see if the streak would continue. Here we go. It's Basculegion and Whimsicott versus Garchomp and Charizard. An Earthquake Heat Wave is looking good right off the bat. It's gonna be hard to recover from a lead like that. Coon immediately in the driver's seat with his leads. We'll see how Quancy responds. The question is, what does Quancy have in the back? What could take a heat wave and an earthquake? I don't know, Dragonite perhaps? Yeah, Dragonite is looking good for a switch in here. There we go, we see the Mega Evolution. Coon has every reason to go offensively this turn. Wave Crash with the Sun, is it enough? No, it's not enough. Is Whimsicott gonna double up on the Charizard? Moonblast towards the Garchomp. Rosalie Berry stops it from doing as much damage as it normally would. And both Pokemon are ready to respond with a vengeance. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Rock Slide, okay. Coon was fishing for a Dragonite switch. You remember how I said Dragonite was a good switch? Coon was trying to think ahead. That's why he used Rock Slide. Because had Dragonite switched in, it wouldn't have received as much damage from the Heat Wave. And if Heat Wave missed, Multiscale wouldn't even come off. But hold on, Dragonite is actually inner focus, so there's no Multiscale to worry about. Okay. Here's Floette and King Gambit. Floette wasn't... Tailwind wasn't able to be set up because Moonblast was used to take to do damage to the Rosalie Berry Garchomp. And now Coon is looking good to do a Heat Wave. Albeit there is Sucker Punch pressure from King Gambit. Earthquake is looking good here. Let's see. King Gambit is going for the Protect. And what does Coon respond with? Earthquake and Heat Wave, I presume. Dazzling Clean going for the revenge kill. Charizard survives at 1% HP because of the resistance and naturally high special defense. It is still within Sucker Punch range. Heat Wave, is it gonna be enough? It actually misses. Quancy is set for a comeback, but we're gonna see. Here we go, Kun bringing out his own Whimsicott for speed control. Again, King Gambit is not free. Charizard is not free to attack because of Sucker Punch pressure, but because of Fairy Aura, Whimsicott can just go for a Moonblast towards the King Gambit side. And Charizard could go for a Protect. Happy weekends to the 17 people who are here. I hope you're all having a restful Sunday for the week ahead. Charizard protecting because it's a win condition. We'll see how much Moonblast does to King Gambit. With a Fairy Aura boost from the Eternal Floette. Oh, it actually goes for Floette. Afraid of a Defiant boost from a possible special attack drop from Moonblast. But that being said, there is still Sucker Punch threat. We have Basque Legion. Alright. King Gambit is in a good position right now because Choice Scarf Basque Legion, Jolly Nature Basque Legion, and a low health Charizard can definitely not take a Sucker Punch from a King Gambit. A Protect from Floette. Aqua Jet from Basque Legion, not enough. Did it go for a Kowtow Cleave? Now Basque Legion could only do Aqua Jet. Sucker Punch is going to fail for King Gambit if it tries to hit the Basque Legion. And now Charizard still can't attack freely because Sucker Punch is most likely going its way. King Gambit is looking really good at 100% health. Quancy is still in the driver's seat. But it only takes one miscalculated Sucker Punch for this to be over with. Aqua Jet takes down the Floette. Weather Ball from the Charizard takes down the King Gambit. That is a clean KO. 100% who? We do not know her. Good job, Kun. We are going to game 2 for our finals. Anna says, IDK if I should waste dig on my Nido female. Do not waste dig on Nido female. What other ground type moves can it learn? Nido Queen? Oh, Nidoran female. Actually, I don't think it gets any other good ground types except from Earthquake, which is probably down the line. Maybe you have to work with Dig for now, Anna. Does it have a high horsepower or stomping tantrum? Let's check the Pokédex. Here is game 2. Despite being good on paper, there's actually ways for Kun to work around Hisui and Arcanine. Obviously, one being the Incineroar for Intimidate, but Garchomp and Basculegion is not looking good for Hisui and Arcanine. That's why Charizard was still able to freely wreak havoc in that last game. Kingambit is definitely a good bring for Quanxi, but he has to position it properly. Here we go with Basculegion and Whimsicott versus Incineroar and Floette. Moonblast is gonna be stronger because of Fairy Aura, but Fake Out Pressure is also present for Incineroar. The Pasho Berry is looking good for Incineroar along with Intimidate. Wave Crash is not going to do as much damage. And Incineroar could actually do great damage for the Basculegion on the opposing side. If there's a good time to do damage on the Basculegion, it's now. Incineroar not risking a possible crit. Switching out for Intimidate cycling. Good switch in to Whimsicott. And here is Floette. Now there is encore pressure from the opposing Whimsicott. Flip turn, trying to switch out. A good move. What will be switching into this potential Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam? It's Kingambit. Let's see how well this Kingambit takes it. Kingambit taking it like a champ. That's 49% damage. It might have been a low roll, so Kingambit can't exactly rest easy. It could easily go down to a double up. Let's see how Quanxi responds. He's not out of the woods yet. Oh, you're playing Gen 3, okay. Yeah, Nidoqueen can learn Earthquake, but I think that's down the line. Earthquake is usually a late game TM. Yeah, you might have to work with Dig. Mud Slap? I don't know. Mud Slap is physical in Gen 3. That might work. Mud Slap or Mud Shot, perhaps? There's the encore. Floette is basically free to spam all of her fairy type moves towards that Kingambit. All Ku needs to do is to double up on the Kingambit and it should be able to take down, having 49% damage from that Dazzling Gleam spread earlier. It's not in Fire Red Leaf Green though. Oh, okay, I understand. Well, you'll figure it out. Tailwind for speed control. Sucker Punch on the Floette. It's not enough because of its resisted moves. Moonblast. There you go. Kingambit goes down, and because of the Tailwind on that turn, we do not have to worry about double ups on this turn. Whimsicott is free to attack, having set up. A Moonblast towards the Basculegion is looking good. But Quanxi isn't actually like, you know, both of his Pokemon can deal super huge damage, and they're both at 100%. We'll see how this goes. Here's Floette. Last respects, going into the Whimsicott, surviving. Whimsicott uses Moonblast, does a little over 40, a little under 40% damage, and the Dazzling Gleam chips them both. Opposing Floette responds, and the Dazzling Gleam does a revenge double KO. We have Incineroar. The Pasho Berry is still intact, I believe. The rotation on Kuhn's team is very impressive. Basculegion is holding the Choice Scarf so it can protect. An Earthquake is looking really good right now for Garchomp. And a Fake Out towards the Floette slot. This should wrap it up. Who's the switch in? Whimsicott. Last respects towards the Garchomp. It's not enough because of the Intimidate. And there are still 3 Pokemon that's alive. That's why last respects is not making much of an impact. Flare Blitz towards the Basculegion. Kuhn was banking on the Basculegion switching out because of the Intimidates. But it was enough because of the chip from Earthquake. Kuhn's Garchomp is holding... Hold on, let me check. Excuse me. A Rosalie Berry, I believe. Locking in for the Rock Slide for the flinches. Okay. Garchomp is looking really healthy still. But it could easily double up. Garchomp could protect. And Incineroar could Flare Blitz the Whimsicott. Or... Incineroar could just Flare Blitz the Floette. And get it over with. Floette is not looking good. It's at 21% health. I think Kuhn could either play both offensively or he could protect Garchomp because Garchomp is the win condition here. I mean, Incineroar and Garchomp together, they need to do damage in one turn to finish this. Let's see how it goes. Light of Ruin towards the Incineroar slot. It's not enough. Oh wait, I mean, it's not enough to survive. Light of Ruin is too strong. And Floette takes itself down. Rock Slide, Whimsicott. This Rock Slide is going to determine the fate of Quanxi. If Garchomp... Actually, it's not looking good for Let's see the damage calculation. Is Rosalie Berry enough? Does it live? It lives! Will Rock Slide hit though? It is... Alright. I think this is it. The Moon Blast is gonna do it. Alright, good comeback from Quancy. We're gonna go to a game 3, it appears. Honest says my team is starting to shape up. I have Farfetch, Nido, Female, Ivysaur, and Gyarados. That is in fact a good-looking team at Vermilion City to have. I like it. I like it. If I may have some advice, I think Farfetch, if it's holding the stick, the leak, something like that, it increases the critical hit rate. So just, you know, don't replace its items. Happy weekends to the 16 people who are here. Consider subscribing if you're having fun, both to Øutcasts Dominion International and PSN. Let's spectate. This is it. This is it, folks. The final battle of the Hadron Engine tournament. Let's do this. I thought Water Pulse to Gyarados. If you ever find like a physical move for it, like Waterfall, let's do that. Oh wait, Gen 3. Gen 3. Water is special in Gen 3. Never mind. Surf probably, I don't know. Surf is good to use in Gen 3, even in double battles. Kuhn's rotation is admirable. Arcanine and Whimsicott is not looking good in front of Incineroar and Basculegion. I think an Aqua Jet could KO Hisui and Arcanine. An Aqua Jet and Flare Blitz is looking good. Kuhn's Basculegion has a Life Orb. There you go. Beautiful switch. Moonblast for Basculegion. Comfortably takes that. Flare Blitz towards the Whimsicott. Brings it down to focus sash. It's in Aqua Jet range. And Incineroar's Pasho Berry is still intact if he wants to do a Darkest Lariat towards the opposing Basculegion. One could also double up on the Basculegion slot with Last Respects. But given the Tailwind pressure, he might not want to do that. He might actually play defensively. He might protect. Okay, he switches out. Opposing Whimsicott. The Fire Water Grass core is like prominent for a reason. If you get it right, you could effortlessly switch your Pokemon in between powerful hits. Like what Kun is doing here. He's giving us a master class of rotation. That's actually the standouts that I've been able to observe from his games. He's very good with rotation. Now there's Tailwind pressure and Encore pressure from Kun's Whimsicott. And Basculegion with a Light Orb, an Adaptability, and an Adamant nature is looking mighty fine against these two Pokemon. Kun fights back with his own Tailwind. Opposing Basculegion is still faster. Will it be enough? Wave Crash into the Whimsicott, the recoil damage. Which Pokemon did Kun attack with last respects? It is the opposing Basculegion. Rightfully so. This is like the benefit of having an item other than the Choice Scarf on Basculegion. It's so strong and you're not locked into a move and you can freely switch. And you have Life Orb. Usually Life Orb is for Garchomp, but Basculegion is an excellent carrier of it as well because Basculegion naturally has a high HP. And Life Orb, Adamant Nature, Adaptability makes for devastating Aqua Jets, even in the sun. Alright, this is a crucial turn. Whimsicott is well within Aqua Jet range. But I could see a world where Kun doubles up into the Floette, but it's not going to do that. Switch into Incineroar to more comfortably take those Fairy type moves. A Heat Wave is looking real good in Charizard's position right now. Heat Wave should take down Whimsicott and do significant damage to Floette. In the following turn, we have Fake Out pressure from Incineroar. Rooting for Quanxi. It's brought the same team this tourney. I am giving Quanxi the most well-improved badge medal. And Quanxi is not like, you know, he's not like walking away empty-handed. And so are the top 4. We have a handsome prizes ready for him. On top, let me repeat, this tournament is PGP sanctioned. So on top of the prizes that we'll be offering Quanxi, he is bound to earn a lot of points in the VRWC race for Team Philippines. Wink wink PGP. Filipinas Got Pokemon is very proud of you. I believe Quanxi still has Hisui and Arcanine. It hasn't been KO'd yet. So if he could position it well, it's looking very good in front of Charizard and Incineroar. Encore into the Charizard. It's now locked into Heat Wave, I believe. And now Arcanine is free to do a rock slide. A Jolly Nature, Rock Head, even a Head Smash. This Hisuian Arcanine has Rock Head for its ability. A Rock Head or a a Head Smash or a Rock Slide is looking good. Here comes Basculegion again, even with the sun. Aqua Jet could be very devastating because of the Life Orb adaptability boost. We'll see how this goes. What will Arcanine do? If you guys know your damage calcs, send your bets here. I'm just saying, adaptability, Life Orb, Aqua Jet, even in the sun is devastating. Because Arcanine is quad weak to it. Let's see. Will it be enough? Arcanine fainted. That is the power of Life Orb Basculegion. Basculegion goes down like a true soldier, having done its job, taking down the Arcanine that is of great threat to the Incineroar and Charizard. And now all that Quancy has is a burnt Floette as well as a Whimsicott. Oh wait, Whimsicott has been taken down. We have Incineroar and Floette for Quancy. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no. It's Floette against the world. And Incineroar has Fake Out Pressure. Locks into Heat Wave, not a problem for Charizard. It's going for a Heat Wave anyways. But now it could use Weather Ball for a much powerful single target hit. Floette is in a pickle. It may be faster than both Incineroar, but it cannot do enough damage. It could only light of Ruin, one target at a time, and it's not even enough to take down Charizard. And it takes itself down. Floette went down fighting. Let's give that to Quancy. Good job! Our champion for the Hadron Engine tournament is none other than Kun. I think we should have like Kun say a few words. Hold on. Is Kun like on Discord? Congratulations, Kun! This is good promo for Kun Cup 3. Yes, that's right, folks. Kun is hosting a tournament on August 9th. This is the third installment of the Kun Cup 3 series. It's a free tournament with free registration with a 10,000 peso prize pool. Exciting times. The champion will get 5,000 Philippine pesos, which is around $100, so please do join that. I'm gonna find the link if you guys are interested and send it here. Hold on. Excuse me. We are sponsoring the Kun Cup. Øutcasts, our squad, is sponsoring the Kun Cup. So let's do our best to promote it while we're here. Excuse me. Finding the link. Copying the link, sending it here. Here. The Facebook link for Kun Cup is here. Everyone, happy weekends. Happy weekends to all of you. Thank you for watching. If you had fun, please do consider subscribing both to PSN and our squad Øutcasts Dominion International. Join the Kun Cup. There's the link. And have a great week ahead. Thank you everyone. Goodbye. Amazing second place for Kwanzi. Most improved, definitely. Alright, bye everyone. Thank you so much.